When you say that Cipher learns from mistakes, what does that actually look like day to day?
When Cipher learns from mistakes, if I ask Cipher to perform an action and um, is try to do it in one system and it cannot, um, it will try different ways to do it until it finds the possible way, and it will report back. Um, Other clear example is um, the administrator changed and now a field is mandatory, and that Cipher was not aware, and it was trying to create something or was trying to do the action and he couldn't. And then he realized, oh, now I need this information, and he will learn from it. So the next time, it will not make the same mistake.
How do you handle it when someone's NetSuite setup is completely customized? I'm assuming this person means their personalizations. So how does Cipher figure that out?
Cipher is able to connect to your NetSuite and already have a pre-setup of what is a vanilla deployment. And based on the interactions, it will start learning what customizations, what different settings have been enabled for that particular instance. And every time will be smarter and more attached to how that environment is. So the longer that it is interacting with that environment, the more effective it is.
How do you ensure the learnings from the interactions between AI and user remain private and unintentional IP leaks create a risk? What is the rationale?
So let me see if I understood. Has multiple parts of that question. So
Mhm.
the first is how we ensure that things stay private. So the first is the memories that we organize are at different levels. The first is the personal. That is just for that particular individual. That is not shared across the organization or across a cipher. That is the first. The second are organizational type of memories, the policies and guidelines for the usage of the particular BSAPs. So that is shared across just that organization. So there is literally hard walls that that information should not cross different organizations. And the third one is the general industry and information that is cascaded to all organizations, and that is just shared across us as Cipher. Second, the how the AI is structured is not keeping any of the information of your organization uh, that is um, data from your BSAPs. As you remember in part of the presentation is the information of the BSAP is in the BSAP. So that is key for the IP, that is key for the privacy of the organization. So we are a layer above, and that helps us with the privacy and the security as well.
What's the difference between why not just make another custom integration or another custom agent or application? And we believe the future is going to have many of those. We believe that, and it's not just we believe, the data shows that there's a proliferation of the capability of building agents. Companies might go back in this super cycle of IT back to building their own agents, their own applications, and by all means, the development costs and the capability to do so is at their fingertips. But that still requires a vast translation pool. It still requires really a layer to orchestrate. And so we're here to provide the layer, work at the layer level, and then let the applications and the agents all be very, plug and play type infrastructure that can be used by any given company.
And you're touching a very important point, Johnny, and probably I have to stress it more when we were talking about the hundreds of apps. It's not only apps. Now, a lot of companies believe that putting their own agent into your app and your AI is giving more and more. But then for the organizations, you have not only the app, but you have 100 individual agents, and that is not helping with the complexity problem because people now need to interact with 100 agents. So it's not reducing the universe, it's not helping the business. When you approach it as a AI layer, is sounds a little bit Lords of the Ring, want to rule them all, basically. So you don't need to be concerned about so many apps, so many agents. They are all attached and communicating with AskCipher.